Tonight's DSBN presentation of GHSA football is brought to you by Zoner's Pizza, Wings and Waffles, VitaFuse, Lester Miller, attorney at law, The Cottages on Wesleyan, Langford Allergy Clinic, Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters, Macon Boots, your store for boots in Macon, You Park 'em, You Sell 'em, the car lot for you, Texas Border Grill, Kudzu Seafood, Apparel Authority, the official clothier of DSBN Sports, BT Media Pro, btmediapro.com, and the Macon Touchdown Club. And good evening, everybody, and welcome to officially week one of Georgia high school football. Last week was pretty much considered week zero, but we at DSBN got you two great football games in. We hope we've got another one tonight. A crosstown rivalry game, two different classifications. It's Quad A 0-1 after a heartbreaking loss to Jones County last week of 34-28. The Howard Huskies and Coach Paul Carroll look to get back on the winning side of things as they take on Greg Moore and the FPD Vikings. I am Russell Deese. Let me bring in my partners for tonight's broadcast. First of all, to my right, the man that'll handle the color play-by-play here tonight, Marco Quinn. Markham, welcome in and welcome back to week official one of high school football.
It's good to be back out here at Ed DeFord. Great game last week, Russell.
All right, let's go down to the sidelines to the third member of our crew, and that's John Kosader, and he's got Coach Paul Carroll with him.
Coach Carroll, coming off a tough loss last week, he did a lot of great things last week. What was the overall attitude of the team coming into this week's game?
Well, I tell you what, we're playing a good football team tonight. FPD, they're well coached, and all week long we're just trying to get better. And that's the main thing that we've got to understand. You're supposed to improve more in your first game to your second game, and that's something our kids realize. I think they realize now the little things really do make a difference, and that's something that hurt us last week as far as not doing the little things the right way.
Playing a really tough schedule early in the season, how does that prepare you for the region schedule coming up?
I tell you, we take one game at a time. I mean, that's the main thing, and we've got to work on us. We've got to make sure that we do the right things all the time and take the right steps all the time, and really we're more concerned about us than anybody else.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, now.
John Kosader, stick with me there for just a minute. You had a great thoughts on last week's game, is that Jones County Howard game. John, he's probably worried, maybe a little worried this week about the kids being a little flat after such a tough game last week.
Russell, it wouldn't be hard for them to be a little bit flat. It was one of those games that came down to the final 2 or 3 minutes of the game. 34-28, tough loss against a very good football team. I think we'll find out in the first quarter what's going on in the Howard heads.
All right, John's going to make his way over to Greg Moore. In the meantime, let's get a look at the captains. Let's go back to Marco Quinn. Mark's got the captains for the FPD Vikings.
Yeah, Russell, captains for the Vikings tonight. We have number 36, Joshua Raines, number 56, Wesley Wilson, number 22, Griffin Brown, and 20, Black Jones.
I believe that Blake.
That's spelled like black. It might be Blake.
Jones. Blake Jones. We get it right. Number 6 for the captains for the Howard is number 6, Jeremiah Kelly. Running back last week, 25 yards, 25 rushes, 165 yards. Number 3, Jarvis Martin, the center. He is a captain here tonight. Number 5 is Darquavius Coleman, a running back. Got a lot of looks last week as well. And number 32, Kerry Jones. And we've got the midfield. And let's go back to John Kosader. He's got Greg Moore.
Coach Moore, I'm sure you've got a chance to watch Howard on film. What do you see when you see them?
Well, I think it's probably the best football team they've ever had, at least in the time that we've been playing. We've been doing stuff now for about 4 or 5 years, and I think it's the best team they've had in a long time. They're big and they're fast. They got all the parts. And they played a really good ball game last week, which is probably an advantage for them because we did not play.
And you talk about you didn't play last week. How ready are you to get this season going and seeing just where you are as a football team?
Well, we're ready. I mean, this will be a huge challenge for us. And by tomorrow morning, we'll be so much better than we are right this minute. And I think it'll prepare us for what's coming next in our season. We're excited to play against a really good football team like them.
Thanks a lot, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, Marco Quinn, tonight it's all about this Husky team. They come in here, they were in a war last week. That one game last week that they played against Jones County, the number 5A team in the state, you talk about getting you seasoned and ready for a season. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, tough outing for them, having to go up against a great Jones County team who had a high preseason national ranking coming in to that game. And I think they played as good as they could have hoped to play, Russell. You heard Coach say it was the little things. You take away some of the little mistakes they made. We're talking about a Husky team that is 1-0 with a victory against a really, really good Jones County team. And just a great way for them to come out and to get them ready here in week 2. And I think Coach Moore is right. I think this may be the most overall talented Howard team that we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years.
All right, we're about less than 30 seconds from kickoff. We'll take our first break. Timeout on the field, but we'll get ready to kick it off from Ed to Poor when we come back. It's the Huskies and the Vikings on the Zoners Pizza Game of the Week on DSBN. We'll be right back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed to Poor. Vikings won the toss. They're going to kick it away. Howard's going to take and put a man deep. 2 of them along the 5. John Kosader, quickly your thoughts before we kick it off here.
Beautiful night out here, not too hot for football, about the perfect temperature. Let's see if Howard's going to wake up quick, get out of that little haze from last game, and put points on the board early.
Jeremiah Kelly will be the deep man. He'll also be the bread and butter in the backfield for the Huskies tonight. And we are underway from Ed to Poor. They'll kick it to the short man, and he's going to take it on the up back, and that's going to be Meadows, and he's going to come this way. And FPD has not done a good job on kickoff coverage, and Meadows is going to cross the midfield stripe and roll into the Vikings. Let's see where they mark him out along the 38, 39-yard line. And Marco Quinn, they did not cover their lanes on the kickoff return.
Yeah, number 30 on the stop there for the Vikings finally, but no, not a good job covering that kick by the Vikings. Slanted in to the left that right side wide, or to his left rather, wide open, and set up a great return for Howard. Good start for the Huskies tonight, Russell.
All right, let's get your starting lineup across the front. They go center Hayden Crosby, left tackle Carlos Murphy, in for Brandon Wise. Guard will be Murray, right guard will be Bryant, right tackle will be Kurtz. We'll finish it off after this play. Go to Jeremiah Kelly. Got a hold, drove a Mack truck through it. On the outside, 25, 20, 10, 5. One man to beat. He is gone. He is gone. He is gone. 39 yards. And Jeremiah Kelly puts the Huskies on the board.
And Russell, it's that man again. Number 6, Jeremiah Kelly, with the touchdown for Howard. Was a big reason they were in that game last week against the Hounds last Thursday. What a great back for Howard. What a great run to start this game off.
And let's see, Quentin Sewell is out there on the field, and it looks like they may go for 2. Elizabeth Rodenroth is not out there right yet, number 17. We don't see her. And here comes Elizabeth on the field. And we want to congratulate Elizabeth on her debut last week. She was 3 for 3 on her PATs. And she can kick right or left, and she's going left this time. Another high snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field, 11:29 to go from the Ed. We'll be back. Huskies lead it 7-0.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
Welcome back to Ed DeFore, and just like that, the Huskies with a 39-yard touchdown run from Jeremiah Kelly after the return on the opening kickoff. Let's go down to John Kosader, and they opened the hole on the kickoff return, and they made it look easy, John.
You know, I watched Howard play Tatno in a scrimmage game, and in the first quarter it was 28-0. Howard just taking advantage of a poor little Class A private school, and that's kind of what that reminded me. Nobody hardly even touched Kelly, and FPD is going to have to find a way to put a stop to that offense.
And on the return that time, it looked like it was number 36, and that's Joshua Raines, and Raines is going to be your starter here tonight. Let me give you their offensive starters to start with. Left tackle is Wyatt Watson. Left guard is Hunter Squires. Center is Will Ware. Right guard is Ty Turley. Right tackle is Wesley Wilson. Tight end will be Harry Greer. Split end will be Klein Woods. Flanker will be Harrison Alds, and he's a good one. Fullback will be Griffin Brown. Running back, Joshua Raines. He'll get a lot of the meat tonight. Quarterback, Tate Skipper. And Skipper will bring him up, and he'll be in a shotgun with Joshua Raines. And in the backfield with him will be Griffin Brown. Tate can go to Joshua Raines, nowhere to go. And the Huskies eat him up and knock him back for a yard. They may give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, Marco Quinn.
And Russell, great pursuit by the Howard linebackers there. Number 11, Lorenzo Hargrove with the stop. And we saw a big hit on that kickoff coverage by the Huskies as well. Number 2, Dre Shelton just coming in with a rib rocker. The Howard Huskies, I mean, they are going 100 miles an hour right now on offense and on the kick coverage, and now on the defensive end. They're going 9-0, and the Vikings are going to have to match that.
Yeah, and I thought the energy good last week for this Howard team as well, John, and they're bringing it again tonight.
Oh, yeah, lots of energy. It's a fired-up team down here right now.
Woods, Alds, and Greer to the far side. Shotgun. Throw it in the flat to a man out there. He's going to throw a flea picker, and he's got a man wide open. And they're going to get a flag on the penalty. He was trying to go to Harrison Alds, and they're going to get the 15-yard penalty. Pitched it back to number 1 on the Vikings as Tate Skipper threw it back to Jordan Jones, who was in that time at the wideout position, and tried to throw it deep and almost got him caught looking, but he couldn't lead him far enough, but he still got the flag.
Yeah, gutsy play call early here. Number 11, Lorenzo Hargrove, called for the pass interference for the Huskies. But again, great play call for the Vikings. Almost had it. Needed just a little bit more air under that ball, and we could be talking about 6.
As we said, John Kosader will be with us all night, and the Bite-A-Fuse sideline report. Don't forget our post-game report brought to you by Lester Miller, attorney at law. It will be the final verdict. And then we'll have the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters Player of the Game presentation. And Mr. Kosader will handle that duty again for us tonight.
It's the least I can do.
It's the least you can do. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock from Five Star Stadium, on the campus of Mercer University, it's the Macon Touchdown Club Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic. Game 1, the Dublin Fighting Irish take on the Tatnall Trojans. Game 2, the Northside Eagles take on the Peach County Trojan. And there is a fumble, and Howard's going to pick it up and advance it, but I'm not for sure they're going to let him advance it. Let's see. They calling him down. I believe it's going to be Howard's ball at the 31. So the first turnover of the night. And Howard gets it, and the Vikings are in the hole immediately again, Mark.
Big hit by number 3 there, Russell. Isaiah Edwards for the Husky. Once again, shooting the gap and just pursuing, just absolutely pursuing the ball carrier and laying a huge hit, forcing the fumble. Big play for the Huskies, not what the Vikings wanted. Struggling here early. Let's see what the Huskies can turn around and do on the offensive end.
Mark will set the defense for the Vikings for us.
Yeah, Russell, at the star position we have senior Rob Cunningham, defensive end, another senior Chan Copeland, nose tackle Bo Crook, tackle Ty Turley, at the linebacker position Graham Scott. We have inside linebacker Dylan Cox, other backer Gray Jones.
And they handed it off that time inside. I believe that was Jeremiah Kelly, but it could have been Jalen Clark. Didn't see who that. Oh, no, that was Coleman on the carry, number 5. Go ahead, Mark.
Russell, cornerback, we have sophomore Jordan Jones. The other cornerback, we have senior Blake Jones. Free safety, senior Jason McCart. And strong safety, we have number 36, Joshua Raines.
So then Quentin Sewell's going to pick it up, and he's going to throw it down the field, and he's got it completed to a man out here in the flat, and that was Jeremiah Kelly, I believe, on the reception. We'll see if he turns around. It was not Jeremiah Kelly. That was Jarquavius Coleman on the reception. And he's going to go from the 33 and get the ball down into the 16. So a 17-yard pickup, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Huskies at the 9:19 mark of this first period of play. Opening drive brought it down all the way on a kick return to the 41, and then scored on the 2 plays later. And this time they'll hand it off inside to Meadows, and he'll fight for yardage from the 16 on into the 13. Huskies lead it 7-0, trying to knock on the door again as they're inside the red zone along the 12, and they'll have a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, stop made by the Vikings. Inside linebacker number 50, Gray Jones, along with the free safety, Jackson McCart, coming in there for the stop.
Jarquavius Coleman on the carry that time, goes inside the 10-yard line. He'll go to the 9. Maybe they'll mark him a little closer to the 7, and that's make it the 8, between the 7 and the 8, so he'll be just a little short. He's got to get to about the 6 to pick up the first down. Take and going to leave it and going to go on a little jet sweep, and it's going to go inside, and the runner's going to get inside the 5, falling to the 4, maybe the 3. Jarquavius Meadows, on the carry for the Huskies that time.
Yeah, not a bad pursuit there by the Vikings. Good job by their defensive linemen and their linebackers to get lateral and chase them down. Just a great second effort by the back on that carry. That was number 1 for the stop there on the Vikings. That's Jordan Jones.
And that was Jarvasia Meadows. And they're going to sneak it in for a touchdown from 1 yard out. And just like that, the Huskies, with 8:05 to go in this first period of play, now lead it 13-0.
Yeah, Russell, just piling it on early. Great defensive pursuit, just getting the ball down the field on offense, doing pretty much whatever they want.
And they're going to take and they're going to do a direct snap to Jeremiah Kelly, and he's going to walk in on a 2-point conversion. So Jeremiah Kelly on a 2-point conversion, and that's going to give the Huskies a 15-0 lead. When we come back, we'll go to a Vita View sideline report with John Kosader. Our first break after the kickoff. We'll be back. Well, not that.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back. 15-0. Huskies lead it, and a short kickoff. Go to the up back along the 18-yard line. He'll take it across the 20, and number 43 was the man on the return for the Vikings, and that was Graham Meyer, and he got lit up along the 27-yard line, and that's where the Vikings will take over first down.
And that's number 2, Dre Shelton. That's his second huge hit on a kickoff coverage. Again, the Huskies just coming in 100 miles an hour, not letting up at all against the Vikings early on here, Russell.
John, you can go do what we were talking about doing a second ago. We'll get down there to you in a minute. Set the defense for the Howard Huskies. In Corey Jordan, nose tackle, Canoe Blash. In is Brady Nichols, linebacker, DeAndre Shelton, C.J. Grimsley, and Jordan Odom. Your defensive backs are going to be Isaiah Edwards and DeMonte Trotman. And your cornerback is going to be Jarvis Martin. Your free safety is Lorenzo Hargrove that Mark has already mentioned. And the other corner is Christian Thompson. So we got a penalty, and that's going to move it up 15 big yards and put it along the 41-yard line. And, John, I'll come to you after this play here in a second. Let's see what transpires real quick. And so the Vikings get breathing room out to the 41, and Tate Skipper will come up to the line with Joshua Raines in the backfield. Tate going to give to Raines. Raines is going to step in. He'll get across the 41, maybe the 42. Let's go down to about a few sideline report, and John Coachsetter with a couple of special guests.
Yes, sir. I found some interesting guys down here hanging out watching football, like they're old and retired, but not quite. Eddie Ashley, the old athletic director for the Bibb County school system. Coach Ashley, how are you enjoying retirement?
Living the dream, living the dream.
So are you able to get out to a lot of football games so far?
Well, this is the first one that I've been out to.
Howard, what do you think about Howard looking right now?
I think Howard looks pretty good. They've got a real good football coach. I think they're very fortunate to have Paul Carroll here. I think that was a great thing, to do. It was all my dreams to start with. They got one of the best people in Macon, Georgia, Barney Hester being the new AD. I have the utmost faith in him, and he's just going to do a great job. And very fortunate to have Paul Carroll to take over. Very fortunate that he was there.
Yes, sir.
Transition real well.
Yes, sir. Coach Hester, tell me a little bit. How was it last weekend watching that football game between Jones County and Howard and actually not coaching?
As Eddie just said, Paul's doing such a great job, and we knew that was going to happen. But it's kind of hard to be still. I stay in the end zone because I'm afraid if I'm on the sideline, I'm going to be grabbing somebody. But it's been good. Adjustment's been good. I mean, it has. It's moving into a position that Eddie did such a good job with. Hey, if I don't mess up what he's done, I'll be doing a good job.
Needless to say, both men excited about the way Bibb County football is going right now. Back to you, Russell.
Thanks so much, John. It was great to hear from them. We got a timeout on the field. Let's take a quick one with them. 7:09 to go in the first period of play. We'll be back.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Third down as we come back at 7:09, ball along the 43. Skipper's going to have it go over his head. All he can do is fall on it, and he'll fall on it all the way back to the 35-yard line. And Marco Quinn of the Huskies defense are penetrating at will.
Yeah, they're pretty much doing whatever they need to do. Defensive linemen doing a great job of squeezing down, opening holes for their linebackers. And Sue and their linebackers are just getting through those holes and just causing all kinds of disruption for the Vikings here.
Jarvasia Meadows will be the deep man to receive this kick. And he's going to drop it, and holy smokes, it's going to be a penalty. No, not a penalty. And somebody lit up the punter as he dropped it on the ground, and that was ugly in a hurry. And the Vikings are going to turn it over on downs, and it's going to be on the 21-yard line. And
Russell, just when I think I can't possibly see a bigger hit in this game, another one comes. Yet again, a Howard defender blowing someone in a Viking uniform up. I mean, the pursuit and energy from the Huskies right now is just, it's unreal, and it's a lot of energy on this sideline.
John Cosater, they're going to have to find some way to tighten this up.
Well, what we are finding out right now is Howard has no feelings for last week's game, and they're ready to prove a point. Might not be a great year to play the Huskies if it's not a region opponent.
Go to Jeremiah Kelly, and the Vikings get penetration this time. And their defense bows her back and gets a big play and knocks him back for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, great stop there by the Vikings, Russell. That's number 50 leading the Tide for the Vikings. Again, number 50, Gray Jones, excuse the delay there, leading the stop. A great pursuit by the Vikings defense to bring up 2nd and 12 for the Huskies.
They'll split Stewart out to this near side. This time Sewell will be underneath, and he'll go to Meadows that time, and Meadows will step in, and he'll gain the 2 yards back on the loss and 2 more and get into the 30, make it a 3-yard gain to the 30. And it'll be 3rd down and 7 at the 5:40 mark of this ball game. Once again, want to remind you, tomorrow afternoon, live from 5-Star Stadium at Mercer University. Join myself, Marco Quinn, and John Cosader. We got a doubleheader tomorrow, and it's going to be a good one with the Macon Touchdown Club Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic. Dublin and Tatman leads us off at 5 o'clock, and then Northside and Peach County after that. And Quentin Sewell just threw a little waggle pass out here out of the backfield to Jeremiah Kelly, and he's going to take it 33 yards, make it 30 yards, and a touchdown. And Howard is on the board again to make it 21-0 with the PAT coming.
Yeah, Russell, on number 19 for the FPD Vikings, almost was in good position, had a chance to make a play, but the ball just got right by him to the receiver. Great throw and catch there for Howard.
And Elizabeth Rodenroth will come on, and she's going to try to make it 6 for 6 on the year.
Yeah, great to see what she's doing early on this year, Russell. Great story.
Snap, kick, up, good. Timeout on the field, 5:06 to go in the first, 22-0. Howard on top. We'll be back.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Welcome back. And I do have a correction because I'm going to hear about it if I don't correct it. Elizabeth Rodenroth was 2 for 2 last week, and she's 2 for 2 tonight, so she's 4 for 4 on the year. And the Huskies will kick it away, and Joshua Raines will take it along the 9. Raines will come to this side, 20, 19-18. Good night. That's as far as he'll go. And they're going to have to give him some help up front. But now they really need some help on offense. And somebody's going to have to cut that, shut that valve called the Howard front 7 off because they are just
Russell.
Way too easy getting in the backfield for the Vikings right
Number
now.
31, Javon Williams in the stop on the kick coverage for the Huskies. But you're right. There's going to have to be a better push up front. Right now, Howard's front 7 is imposing their will on the Vikings.
All right, we got a timeout for hydration. Good time to think about VitaFuseSport.com. We'll be back after this timeout.
Do you want to win? Do you want to crush the competition? Do you really want it? To be the best, you need the best in nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport. VitaFuse Sport provides IV hydration, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids for serious athletes. Our infusions are nearly 100% absorbed compared to only 20% of oral supplements. So whether you are trying to win a championship, set a new personal best, or just want to perform better and recover faster, VitaFuse Sport was developed for you.
Welcome back to Ed DePore, Russell Deese, Marco Quinn, John Cosader on the sidelines. 22-0, Huskies lead it. Take skipper in a shotgun. Going to take and going to keep it himself. Going to run a little bootleg. Step in. Got 30, 35, 40, 35, 40, 50, 40, 35, 30. One man to beat. On his way down to the 4-yard line. Outstanding play by the sophomore quarterback, Tate Skipper.
Yeah, great read by Skipper there. The ends crashed in, and he held the ball, took it for a huge gain, so close to making it 6. Got caught by a shoestring there. But great play, great morale boost for the Vikings, because that's what they need right now. They need some momentum, and that play sure generated some, Russell.
Well, it looks like we've got a change at quarterback. And that is number 13 in there now, Coleman Colley. And that was Colley, I believe, on that run. We'll go back and look at Joshua Raines, and that big man's going to step in there for a touchdown. And just like that, momentum gave something to the Vikings, 22-6 with the extra point coming.
Yeah, Russell, great momentum swing there for the Vikings. Great job of putting it in there by the junior, Joshua Raines, who made some plays for them and was big for them last year as well. Great to have him back on this Vikings team this year. But that's what they needed. They needed something to get them back in this thing. They needed some momentum.
Extra point is coming from Austin Cox, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field, 22-7. The Vikes stem the tide. We'll be back with 4:27 to go into first. A lot of football left. Hang on, we'll be back.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
.427 to go in the first period of play. Coleman Colley is your quarterback, and he ran it on the big, long run that set it up. Joshua Raines goes over for the touchdown, and 22-7 is your score. And we got a good kick that time from Cox, and he sent it to the back of the end zone for a touchback. And so the Howard Huskies will come out and set up shop right now on their deepest starting point of the game, as they'll start at the 25. And so want to thank everybody watching along the network tonight, whether you're at our YouTube live page on ESPNsports.com or you're on our Facebook live page. Hope you're enjoying the game. We're certainly having a good time bringing it to you. We'll go down to John Kosater after this play for a Vita Fuse sideline report. So Quentin Sewell will be your quarterback underneath. He'll take, and he's going to leave it with the up back, and that is going to be, I believe, as he turned around, that was Jeremiah Kelly, and they'll make that Coleman, and that was Jarquavius Coleman on the carry. He'll pick up 6 yards on the play and make it second down and 4.
Number 52, Ty Turley for the stop, on the stop for the Vikings. Yeah, Russell, this FPD front is going to have to get a better push on a really good Howard offensive line that played some great ball against a great Jones County defensive line last week.
Quentin Sewell hands it off inside, and that's Meadows, and he's going to get met short of the first down, but he'll fall forward and pick up a Huskies first down.
Number 65. Actually, number 50, Gray Jones on the stop for the Vikings.
Let's go down to John Kosater real quick for a Vita Fuse sideline report. John, that was a big lift for the Vikings to get that score.
Big lift, no doubt. Seems like FPD's kind of got used to the speed of the game, playing a little better over the last 4 minutes of this quarter.
Quentin Sewell, single setback will be Coleman under center, out of a wing formation actually. Going to look, and the quarterback's going to step in, and he's going to break a tackle, and he broke another one, and he's going to go from the 31 and get out to the 39, maybe just short of the 40-yard line. And we've got a Viking down on the field, and that looks like maybe number 65 down for the Vikings.
Number 9, Tate Skipper coming across and making the stop for the Vikings.
We got a player down on the field for the Vikings while we do 3:08 to go in the first. We'll take a timeout. 22-7, Huskies leading. Vikings just got on the board, though. We'll be back.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Welcome back to Ed DeBoer Sports Complex. Russell Deese, Marco Quinn, John Kosader on the sideline. Second down and 1, ball along the 39-yard line. Tall sweep to Jeremiah Kelly. Vikings got him trapped. Can they get him and keep him trapped? One man will miss him. He'll stumble. He'll fall back, and he'll lose 3 yards. We got a flag on the far sideline. And John Kosader, that might be holding over there?
Well, I'll bet you money it's on Howard. I don't know exactly what it was, but I bet it's on Howard.
Well, that'll bring up a 4th down and 1. No, it should be 3rd and 1. That was a 2nd and 1 play, wasn't it? Yeah. Should be 3rd down play here unless they take the penalty.
Yeah, Russell, number 9, Tate Skipper, and number 15, Andrew Correa for the Vikings coming up with the stop. They can hold Howard to 4th down. This will be a huge, huge stop for FPD as they try to get back in this game. Once again, the Vikings doing so much better of a job of pressing on the offensive line, backers getting through their gaps and pursuing.
Well, it's like you said, John said a few minutes ago, maybe now that they've gotten used to the speed of the game, it was holding was their call. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9 now as it pushes it back to the 31. I mean, it's almost a full 10, but it gives them 2nd down. So, John Kosader, on that call, do you take the penalty or do you take the down?
I take every yard I can get when
Absolutely.
You're moving Howard back.
Quentin Sewell under center. Going to send a man in motion. Jeremiah Kelly. They're going to run a little crossbuck, and man, has he got a hole. There he goes. One man to beat, and he's going to pull him down right along the 18, 17-yard line. And that was Gervasia Meadows that he got him with. And
we got a flag down here, Russell.
Yeah, I see that. I wonder if that's going to be a horse collar. But there isn't a horse collar in high school, is there? Or they adopted that now?
Pretty sure we saw one last week. Jones County Howard game. I think it was the horse collar call. Are we not coming in? Check.
He picked it up.
Here we go.
Oh, he picked it up.
Check.
2:42, so he picked it up. He grabbed him up around the back of that jersey. Quentin Sewell under center, going to give to Jeremiah Kelly. Got a big hole. Step into the 10, step it into 5, step into the end zone, and hello, 6. Just when you thought FPD might be trying to corral him a little bit, Meadows takes off on a long run, and Jeremiah Kelly finishes it off for a touchdown from 9 yards out. So, 2:28, 28-7 with the extra point coming. And Elizabeth Rodenroth will come on. And we'll see. We're not going to comment anymore till we find out the exact number on PATs. And we will get it right. Snap, touch, kick is up. Kick is good. She's perfect on the year, whatever the number. 29-7 is your score. 2:28 in the first. We'll be back after this timeout.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Welcome back to Ed DeFore Sports Complex, 2:28. We'll go down to John Kosater after the kickoff for a Vitafuse sideline report. Don't forget to stick around after the game. We'll give you the final verdict. Our post-game wrap-up show presented by Lester Miller. We'll be back. Kickoff will be a short one. Come up along the 18-yard line. And the Vikings will bring it back across the 25 to the 26. And let's see if Mark, we got you back? We don't.
Check. There we go. Good to be back.
Good to be back. I mean, you had him in isolation over there. John, I'm sorry, we were trying to get that microphone fixed.
I was just about to go to the concession stand, but
yeah.
I'll wait.
Just go sit in the corner the rest of the game. So Colley is your quarterback now. Joshua Raines at tailback, and he'll step in, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all he'll get. They may give him a yard, and we'll give him a yard. Let's go down on the sidelines for a Vitafuse sideline report with John Kosater. Huskies strike quick again.
You know, we were down here earlier, and Sewell and Kelly were looking at me over there, and they were kind of like, hey, you're the guys that got those trophies. So the word of the trophies has already got around, let me tell you.
We want to thank Will Stills for that beautiful picture of the trophy earlier this week for our social media. And this time they're going to go back into Joshua Raines, and they're going to have to figure out something else besides that because that trap play ain't working. He'll step in, he'll get another yard. They'll give him forward progress up to the 23. And it's 3rd down and 7. As we said, the freshman quarterback, Coleman Colley, has now come in as the quarterback for the Vikings. Jordan Jones will check in with the play from the sideline. In the backfield, they'll have Griffin Brown, Joshua Raines. Timeout by FPD. We'll take it with them. 57.3 seconds to go in the first period of play. 29-7. Huskies lead it. We'll be back.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Back to Ed DeFore Sports Complex. 57.3 seconds to go. Colley gets his play from the sideline. They'll stack 2 to that far side. They'll have a H-back on this side. Raines will be the lone setback. Klein Woods will be one of the men that goes in motion. Howard will make the shift. And they're going to take and get an in around, and the quarterback got a block. And Jordan Jones will come this way, and he'll get across the 35 up to the 37. And he is awfully close to a first down, and he may have a new set of downs for the Vikings. Howard did a beautiful shift on the defense, and they went misdirection on him, and it worked, Mark.
Yeah, Russell shifting to the right last minute there, right before the play got off, but good stop by Lorenzo Hargrove and number 3, Jarvis Martin. A good play by FPD with the misdirection.
So a new set of downs for the Vikings with the freshman at quarterback. Colley will take the handoff, and we'll get offsides. I think we're going to get a false start here. We'll check it and see. False start against FPD. That'll back them up 5. And they got Barrett Berkeley in the game as well here.
Yeah, Russell, not a whole lot of penalties here in the first between these two teams. Very different than our game last Friday with Westside and Southwest.
Harrison Alls will go to that far side in a slot. Colley will be in a shotgun. Go to Joshua Raines. No, he'll keep it himself. He got a block on the end if he could get outside, and he couldn't. And he may have dropped the ball on the ground. It looked like Jordan Jones over there was trying to hold the block for him to get in the seam or make that Harrison Alls, and he couldn't. Either way, that'll run the clock down. We'll go to the second. From the edge, 29-7. We'll get ready for the second period. You're listening to the Zoners Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSBN Sports.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
The second period of play, Russell Leach, Marco Quinn, John Cosider prowling the sidelines for our VitaFuse sideline report. As we come back here with 12 minutes to go as we start the second period. Colley in a shotgun, looks, got pressure going to Harrison Alds down here around the 49-yard line. Pressure came in late and couldn't get it to him. Third down and 12 now to go.
Yeah, Russell, great rush from number 41, Jordan Odom, for the Huskies from around that right end.
Big third down here. Going to get sacked in the backfield for a big loss. He'll fall from the 35 all the way back to the 25. They'll give him the 27. So that's a 7-8 yard loss, and the Vikings are going to be forced to kick it away. And back deep for the Huskies along the 35 will be Meadows for the Huskies.
And once again, Russell, number 41, Jordan Odom, coming in on the sack. It's close to having 2 in a row. Popped the quarterback right before he got the ball out on that last play.
Line drive kick. Meadows will take it on the 42. He dropped it on the ground. He'll get tripped up right away by number 28 for the Vikings. And
yeah, that was number 28, Jackson Moore. Close to having a fumble recovery for the Vikings and giving them some life, but
let's go down to the sideline for a VitaFuse sideline report with John Kosader. John, a little bit of momentum for FPD, and then it just stalled again on them. And I think we lost John. We'll come back to him in a minute. Quentin Sewell comes up to the line. They go wideouts to this side. They'll have a man in a slot. That'll be Coleman. Drops straight back, throws it in the flats to Meadows, and he's going to drop the ball as he tried to turn and run with it too quick.
Yeah, had a lot of room in front of him if he was just patient and caught the ball before he tried to run, but trying to run before you catch the ball isn't always going to work out for you to bring up second down for the Huskies.
Second down and 10 with 11:01 to go in this second period of play. Quentin Sewell tried the same play out to Meadows. He'll complete it this time. He'll spin around inside. He'll cross the 40 of the Vikings and roll on into the 35-yard line, make it to 36. That'll pick up a new set of downs and keep the drive alive for the Huskies.
Yeah, I had a do-over on that screen pass, Russell. Number 52 for Ty Turley finally brought the receiver down.
So Sewell will stay in a shotgun again. He's going to spin and roll out to the far side. He's got blocking. Will he take up and run? And he will. Cross the 30, cut it back in along the 32. Gets stacked up right there along the 32, make it the 26-yard line. Let's go down to John Kosader. Nope, I've lost John.
Stop made by number 12, Graham Scott, for the Vikings.
In a shotgun, Sewell going to give to either Coleman or Jeremiah Kelly. I can't tell with those jerseys the way they are from this angle. Going to fall into the 25 to the 24-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a new set of downs, and it'll make it first down and 10, and they'll be marked at the 19-yard line.
Number 12, Graham Scott on the tackle for the Vikings.
9:24 to go here in the second period. Quentin Sewell roll out this way. Got a man standing out here in the flat, and that was number 27 for them, and that was Meadows on the reception. And he's going to pick up from about the 19, and they're going to mark him about the 17. It's only about a 2-yard pickup, make it the 18, so a 1-yard pickup.
Yeah, not bad coverage there by the Vikings. Blake Jones on the tackle on that last play.
Second down and 4. 8:47, going to take and going to give it to Jeremiah Kelly. He's going to get caught in the backfield. He's not going to get his first down. He's going to get brought down at the 18-yard line, right along the front line of scrimmage. Got to get it just inside that 15-yard line to make a new set of downs. They're going to be right there on the 18. So this is going to be third down and 3 at least.
Yeah, great blitz by number 22 there, Russell. Griffin Brown, the junior linebacker for the Vikings, plays assignment well and was able to get to the quarterback.
Quentin Sewell on a big third down. Going to toss, sweep to Jeremiah Kelly. He cuts back inside along the 5-yard line, rolls into the 3, and it's first and goal for them right there.
Yeah, tackle made by number 20, Blake Jones, for the Vikings. Great job by Kelly for the Huskies. Whenever this kid gets into space, he makes big plays, Russell.
Step into the corner, and when we have a touchdown here, we'll check it and see. And they're going to mark him out inside the 1 yard line, so he's not going to quite have a first down.
I think he was stopped just short by Andrew Correa, number 15 for FPD. And also number 8, Dylan Cox, helping out on the stop for the Vikings.
So second down and goal from inside the 1. Quentin Sewell under center. Going to give to his tailback, and he's going to step in unless we got a flag here, and we do. And I think it's going to be encroachment against FPD, and that should be declined, and that should give Coleman a touchdown, I think, unless it was a dead ball half the distance to the goal. That'll stop it. Coleman did step in for the touchdown. Second and goal. Under center. Coleman will be your lone tailback. They can go to Coleman again. He'll step in unscathed, get across, and it'll be a 1 yard touchdown at the 7:36 mark of the game. And just like that, the Huskies are up 35-7 with the extra point coming.
Yeah, Russell, and 35 points with still 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. That's pretty tough. Feels like it would be a tough deficit to overcome here for the Vikings, but Howard just really being able to do everything they want to do offensively. Anytime they get the ball in the space, they're getting major yards, if not scoring. And their defense is continuing to pursue and getting the push on the Viking front every time they're out there. But we'll see how the Vikings can respond.
Elizabeth Rodenroth in to keep her perfect streak alive on the season. Snap, touch, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field. Huskies lead it 37-7, 7:36 to go. We'll be back.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
Back to Ed DePore, and the kickoff goes to the Vikings, and they're going to return it all the way out to the 44-yard line. Number 43, I believe, on the return that time for the Vikings. And that was Graham Meyer.
Yeah, number 11 finally making the tackle, Lorenzo Hargrove for the Huskies. A great return for the Vikings. Good field position here to start their series.
So first down and 10, 7:25 mark of the second period, and the Vikings will have their second best field position of the night as they'll start this drive along the 45-yard line. In a shotgun. Coleman Colley going to give to Joshua Raines. He's going to step in. He's going to pick 2 from the 45, giving 3 out to the 48. Maybe, 43, that's where they're going to mark him down at a 3-yard pickup out to the 48.
Good run by Raines there, Russell. Number 2, Dre Shelton, making the tackle for the Huskies. We'll bring up a 2nd and 6 for the Vikings.
Second down and 6:50 to go here in this second period of play in a shotgun. Taking going to leave it this time with the up back, and that is going to be the fullback, I believe, Griffin Brown, number 22. He's not going to pick up much and may lose half a yard.
And once again, number 2, Dre Shelton on the stop for the Huskies. Shelton doing a lot for the Huskies here in this first half. Whether it's on special teams or at linebacker, he's making a lot of good stops. Making making a lot of stops for the Huskies.
This time they'll split Jordan Jones out to this near side, have a man in a slot that'll accompany him. In the backfield will be Brown and Joshua Raines. Raines will be out actually this time. Take and throw it over the middle, and he was going for number 5 for the Vikings, who was in there on the play, and that's Klein Woods.
Yeah, great. I'm not on. Can you hear me? Great pass rush by number 3 for the Huskies. That was Jarvis Martin. Ball nearly picked off. We have a man down currently.
Yeah, we do have a Husky down. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back. 5:56 to go in the quarter. We'll be back after this timeout.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to Ed DeFore, 5:56 to go. We had a Howard player taken off, and now the Vikings on a 4th down and 7 will have to kick it away. It's a good snap. They're going to get pressure. High kick. Man's going to come up with a fair catch, and he's going to make it along the 24-yard line, maybe the 25, and that's where the Huskies will have it 1st down and 10. 5:44 to go. 36 to 7 lead for the Huskies. And, Mark, you got to wonder here before long, are they going to start making some substitutions?
Yeah, Russell, like we mentioned earlier, 36 to 7 with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Wouldn't be surprised to see some subs come in for the Huskies and relieve some of these starters who have done a phenomenal job to this point in the game.
5:44 to go. We'll bring John Kosader into the booth now as we'll let him cool off a little bit from being down there on that hot field. And they're going to leave it to Jeremiah Kelly, and Jeremiah Kelly's off to the races. And he'll break it all the way across the 50, get down to the 45. And John Kosader, he's having another wonderful night here tonight.
Jeremiah is having a wonderful night. He had 163 yards last week. He's probably close to 100 right now, and the only thing that's going to keep him from having a huge game is the score right now.
36 to 7. Mark, Vikings got to do some adjustments at halftime on defense to try to shut this Huskies offense down.
Yeah, Russell, the Vikings defensive front just continuing to get pushed by the Howard offensive line and having a hard time taking down Jeremiah Kelly in space. Once that kid gets into space, it's just so hard to take him down, even if you have a good angle on him. But they're just going to have to do a better job of pursuing and, again, just getting a good squeeze up front to allow their backers some gaps to get through on and get some kind of penetration on this, who is just a phenomenal running back in Jeremiah Kelly.
Quentin Sewell on the carry that time, picked up a couple of yards. There's a flag on the play, though, and I don't know what it's going to be. The flag is thrown around the 38. It's going to be holding against Howard, so that's going to back them up 10 from there. Well, John Cosader, I don't really know what we're looking at with this Howard team still. What about yourself?
Well, I think me and you know what we have with Howard's team. We have a very good football team with excellent skill players, defensive stoppers, and I'm telling you right now, they are a threat when it comes to region football.
Well, they've got some good company in that region, and one of them's right up the road in a black dog that's waiting up there that looks awfully good. Ball will be along the 48-yard line. Snap to Quentin Sewell, and somebody will shoot a gap in there for FPD, and a great play by number 12 for the Vikings.
And number 12, Graham Scott there on the stop for the Vikings. Great job getting through his gap and making the tackle on the backer there.
We'll try to get you some updates at halftime. Don't forget, for our post-game wrap-up report, the final verdict presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law, and then, of course, the Crosby's Roofing and Seamless Gutters Player of the Game presentation. Mr. Cosader will get him back down on the field to make sure that happens tonight.
And number 56 for the Vikings, Wesley Wilson on the stop.
4:11 to go here. Clock finally moved a little bit here in this second period of play, but it didn't move fast enough for the Vikings. 36-7 is your score. Quentin Sewell now will take and roll out to his left and throw it over to Seam. He almost threw a pick to number 15 on the Vikings, who was right there and should have caught it, Mark.
Yeah, number 15, Andrew Correa for the Vikings, almost had the pick right off his fingertips. Been playing great for FPD so far tonight. Good defensive back for the Vikings, having a pretty solid game, and almost had a big play there.
3:53, and now they'll kick it deep, and we'll see who the Vikings send back. And they're going to send back a number 1 back for them, Jordan Jones. And here's a good snap, and he'll get it away. They came on a rush, got a high kick. Can he get it to turn over? And it'll be fair caught along the 27, 28-yard line, which will not be bad. Field position for the Huskies with 3:46, as they have been able to score pretty much at will today, and they've stumbled a little bit, and the Vikings look like they're going to make a little push on defense, and then the Huskies just break off a big play. And, John, I think mainly it's been the big plays that have just kind of been disheartening to this Vikings defense tonight. They make a couple plays and a stop on a first or a second down, and then the Huskies just roll.
Well, Greg Moore knew what he was coming into tonight. A team with a lot of skilled players who can break a long run, and that, that's kind of what it's been tonight.
Take and going to try to go outside as the quarterback, Colley, and he's not going to get very far. He's going to lose some yardage, and he's going to go back from the 28 back to the 22-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard loss, and that's going to bring up a second down and 16.
Yeah, picking up the sack there for the Huskies was number 2, Dre Shelton, making a lot of noise this first half. He's been very big for the Huskies at linebacker.
So Berkeley will come to this side. They'll split a man out with him in a slot. They'll go trips to that right. And Colley will be in a shotgun with no protection. He's going to fake it to Joshua Raines. He's going to pull it down and run the old Tim Tebow draw, and he's going to get some of his yardage back. And he's going to pick up the 6 he lost +2, so an 8-yard run. And not bad work here tonight for the young fellas, a freshman that didn't start this game.
Yeah, Russell, a great job. Colley coming in the relief position tonight. He's been showing a lot of guts, made a huge play on the run earlier to try to give the Vikings some momentum. But, yeah, really liking what I'm seeing for the young quarterback tonight.
They go trips to this near side this time. Joshua Raines will be the only back. Look, good job of looking off the middle linebacker, and he's got it completed to number 5 for the Vikings. And if I can find that roster, I'll find out who number 5 was real quick. And that is Klein Woods.
Yeah, great patience right there. From Colley, way to sit back and find his man. Great throw and catch as the Vikings try to get some momentum here as the half winds down.
1:46 to go. Take and give it to Joshua Raines. He'll step in, and good hard running inside that time. And I believe we're going to have a late flag come in too, and we may get a face mask tapped on top of this one here, John Cosader. I'm not for sure if you saw it any better than me, but that second effort, it looked like somebody may have reached in, or we may have a hold.
Well, we'll know in about 8 seconds. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it probably. Yep, you got it, Russell. You got better eyes than I do. That's a face mask.
There's nobody in this booth that I have better eyes in.
Well,
if I take these glasses off, I can see down on the field, but as soon as I look down at this roster, it's all over but the crying, baby. And it is a face mask. And that's going to give the Vikings, with 1:31 to go, across the midfield stripe. And a second down. Oh, wait a minute now. Hold on a second. How can it be? If you got a face mask at the end of that play, there should have been 15 added to it and an automatic first down. Well, let's see. Referee on the sideline.
I think you and Greg Moore are thinking alike right now.
Yeah, first down. I still don't understand the movement. Huh. John, have you got that one figured out? Nope.
First down.
That's all that matters. It's a first down. It's a first down. And you're right, that's all that matters. In a shotgun. Going to take and going to throw long down this near sideline. Had a man down there, and he was going for number 6.
And we're going to get a pass interference, Russell.
Another pass interference going to Barrett Berkeley. And let's see. And I think we are going to get a additional penalty on this one.
Tate Skipper back in there for FPD. Threw it up. It was a pretty good pass, and his receiver could have got a little better chance at it, but there was indeed pass interference. I think it was the right call.
So Colley's out, and Tate Skipper is back in, the starter of the night. The junior quarterback. And to the far side, they'll go with Woods and Harrison Alds. Woods will be a slot to that side. Jordan Jones will be your wideout to this near side. Back in at quarterback is Tate Skipper, number 9. He started tonight and then went to the bench, and he was replaced by Coleman Colley, who he is now replaced. Griffin Brown will be in the single set back in the backfield. Take and going to throw down that far corner, and it's going to go incomplete. He was trying to go to Harrison Alds, And good coverage that time. They had covered over the top, and it falls incomplete. So 64 seconds to go in the half. Second down and 10.
Tate slinging it here at the winding down of this first half. Trying to get something going. Just a little too high on that last one. Let's see what they can do here on second down, Russell.
$104 to go. Tate and going to leave it inside. No, the quarterback will keep it himself. Tate will get on the corner, 25, get into the 23, maybe the 21-yard line. They'll give him the 22, it looks like. And that was a good pickup of about 8 yards. He's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if he got it. And it is going to be a first down with 46.4 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, great keep there by Tate. Number 32, Kerry Jones for Howard. Finally bringing him down. Bring up a first down for the Vikings. Let's see if they can keep this going.
John, they need to get a quick score here for some momentum going in the half.
Well, they need to use about 35 seconds and score that touchdown with about 2 seconds left to keep the ball out of Howard's hand. But, oh, yeah, no doubt. A touchdown here, it keeps you in the game, keeps the talk at halftime a little bit more positive, I think.
Number 12 will check in for the Vikings. Take and look, and he's going to throw it way over the head out there. He was trying to go to number 6, Berkeley. And that's going to bring up a second and 10 from the 22. 29.3 seconds to go in this half. And this has been a long half. Now, though I don't think we can match the long half we had with Southwest and Westside last week.
Yeah, Russ, I don't think we're going to come close to the length of that anytime soon with any game we call. That was a very special game.
That was a long one. I apologize to Marvin James last week for missing the start of the show. Wide out, so go wide to that far side with a slot. Take and look and look and look and going to try to throw over in that fade way over there. Now, that may get a flag. No, knocked out of bounds late. He was trying to go to Harrison Halls over there. So it's going to bring up a third down with 19.7 seconds to go. And the Vikings maybe here. John, what do you try to do? Do you try to hit the long bomb here or get a first down maybe to stop the clock, to move the chains and give you a little closer shot at the end zone?
Well, let's see. 20 seconds left, third and 10. You really have 2 plays. 3 plays at the most to run, trying to get in the end zone. Let's bet I don't even know if they have timeouts. Do they have? No timeouts left.
No timeouts left, so no, they don't. They are out. So Tate will look and threw a slant in the middle of the field. He was trying to go on a little skinny post to Harrison Halls, and he missed it. Almost intercepted, but he dropped it on the ground, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And now will they reach for a field goal here to try to just put some points on the board?
Yeah, Russell, it looks like they're just going to try to take the points, take what they can get going into halftime. Nearly intercepted by the Huskies there. Would have been worst-case scenario for the Vikings, but luckily for them, they were able to have that ball bounce off the ground and avoid that. Let's see if they can knock this ball through and bring it in a little bit closer as we wind down this half.
Jackson Moore will do the hold. Austin Cox. Man, how many Coxes are they going to have? Attend FPD. It's like the 9th one that's been over there. There's a flag, and it's going to fall short, but we got a flag. I think it's going to get encroachment maybe on the defense, or we could have delay of game. Let's see. Dylan Cox, Daniel Cox. They've had a bunch of them come through there. Looks like they're feeding them to Mercer these days, John Cosater.
Yes, I know for a fact that this kicking Cox is not related to all the other Coxes on the roster. This is not one related to Austin or who was the quarterback last week? Dylan?
Correct. $10 seconds to go in the half. So they're going to mark it off 5, and that'll move it from the 22 to the 17.
Sorry, I'm 12.
And that'll give Austin Cox a chance to stick it through from about the 24. So it'll be a 34-yard attempt. So the left-footed kicker will try to put the Vikings on the board. Snap, touch is good. Kick is long enough. Kick is not good. I don't believe it's off to the left. No good. So with 3.9 ticks to go in this first half, the Vikings will take over from there.
Yeah. It's unfortunate for the Vikings, Russell. They would have obviously liked to get 3 more there as we wind down this first half. It's going to be quite the uphill battle when we come back out here and start the second half. Not a lot of success for the Vikings, but they're able to look a little better defensively here towards the end of the first half, and a little bit better offensively as well. A little bit better offensively as well. They were able to have some success.
3.9 seconds to go. We've lost Mark's mic again. We'll get that fixed at halftime, too, as well. You got gremlins everywhere tonight.
Do I still have mine, though?
You've still got yours.
All right, but
somebody pulled the plug on your radio waves down to your ear set down there.
I'm like
headset.
a caged lion up here.
It's just amazing. 3.9. Too much testosterone up here right now. 3.9 seconds to go. They'll take, and they'll give it to Jeremiah Kelly, and he's got room to run and make that Coleman, and he almost got away. And that'll end the half. We'll end it with them, and we'll get everybody's headsets fixed and earpieces and everything else, and we'll come back. We're going to pay some bills. 36-7 is your score at the half. All Huskies. It's the Zoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSPN. We'll be back after this timeout.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Wesleyan, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Wesleyan.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Do you want to win? Do you want to crush the competition? Do you really want it? To be the best, you need the best in nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport. VitaFuse Sport provides IV hydration, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids for serious athletes. Our infusions are nearly 100% absorbed compared to only 20% of oral supplements. So whether you are trying to win a championship, set a new personal best, or just want to perform better and recover faster, VitaFuse Sport was developed for you.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Do you want to win? Do you want to crush the competition? Do you really want it? To be the best, you need the best in nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport. VitaFuse Sport provides IV hydration, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids for serious athletes. Our infusions are nearly 100% absorbed compared to only 20% of oral supplements. So whether you are trying to win a championship, set a new personal best, or just want to perform better and recover faster, VitaFuse Sport was developed for you.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches. We put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery. And our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
I am Lester Miller, and if you've been in an accident or hurt on the job, I want to work for you. My office is right across the street from the Bibb County Courthouse, and it doesn't end there. Middle Georgia is my home. I graduated from high school here, college, and Mercer Law School. My family goes to church here. My kids go to school here. I work hard for my community, and when you need an attorney, I will personally take your call.
Thanks, Lester.
And I will work hard for you too.
Contact Lester Miller today for your free consultation.
Do you want to win? Do you want to crush the competition? Do you really want it? To be the best, you need the best in nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport. VitaFuse Sport provides IV hydration, vitamins, minerals, and amino acids for serious athletes. Our infusions are nearly 100% absorbed compared to only 20% of oral supplements. So whether you are trying to win a championship, set a new personal best, or just want to perform better and recover faster, VitaFuse Sport was developed for you.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We've teamed with Mercer, and we'd be happy to team with you. Go Bears!
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. And welcome back to Ed DeForest Stadium here. It is our halftime report, and we'll catch you up on how the scoring went in the first half of play. We'll go down to John Kosader here in a minute for a VitaFuse sideline report, but let's get the scoring of the first half for you. At 11:29 mark, it was a 32-yard run with Jeremiah Kelly going over, and the extra point by Elizabeth Rodenroth was good, and that made it 7-0. Then about 3 minutes and 20 seconds later, the Huskies got back on the board again. It was a 1-yard run by quarterback Quentin Sewell, and they went for two this time, and they got it, and that made it 15-0. The Huskies answered again at 5:06 mark, and it was a 30-yard pass from Quentin Sewell to Jeremiah Kelly. Made it 22-0 with the Rodenroth extra point. Then the Vikings, with 4:27 to go in the first, finally got on the board with a 5-yard run from Joshua Raines. The extra point was good, and that made it 22-7. It went to Huskies the rest of the way in the first period. They scored with 2:28 in the first. It was a 30-yard run by Jeremiah Kelly, his third touchdown of the night, and that made it 29-7. And with 7:36 to go in the second, it was a 1-yard plunge by Coleman for the Huskies. Extra point was up and good. Elizabeth Rodenroth perfect on the night, 36-7. As we wait for John Kosader to get Coach Carroll with us. Marco Quinn, a little bit of a physical mismatch in this game, I think, from my perspective here tonight so far.
Yeah, just somewhat of a mismatch between the size and speed from Howard to FPD, and we really saw that early on. A lot of big hits on Howard's side, just a lot, and a lot of big plays. When we see Kelly get into space for Howard, it's almost impossible to stop him. Just a lot of just being more physical than the Vikings here early on for Howard.
Well, before we get ready for the second half kickoff, we need to go down to a VitaFuse sideline report down with John Kosader, who stands around the 6-yard line. He's waiting for Coach Carroll there as he's finishing up with a coach, and we'll get him focused here in a moment. And let's see, I know Johnny's talking to his other coach. And let's go down to Kosader now on the sidelines for a VitaFuse sideline report. John?
All right, Coach Paul Carroll trying to do some coaching. I'm trying to interrupt him, but we got him for a second. Coach, you pleased the way you came out and kind of hit him in the mouth in the first half?
Yeah, we are. We actually come out and we got physical, and that was the main thing we wanted to do. The thing I'm kind of disappointed right now, I had a little lull there at the end of the second quarter on defense. And, offense is moving the ball. They're doing a good job, but defensively, we gotta work on some things, and the kids just can't go into business for themselves.
So you want to see a good third quarter still out of your starters, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we do. We got to work. You know, we've got to play the game. We've got some young guys, especially on defense, that hadn't seen a lot of snaps. So we've got to get those guys out there and get to rolling.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you now. Yes, sir.
John Kosater with that Vita View sideline report. John, stick right there with me. Let's talk for a second. Your impressions of Howard. We got to see him last week in a losing effort against a very, very good football team. They look pretty good here in this first half. Look like no hangover effect from last week.
You know, I love Howard. They have great skill players. They're very big up front, able to knock people around, and they just have some mean linebackers that'll come up and hit you. So I really like this team, Russell.
All right, John, so let's talk about what the Vikings have to do and Coach Greg Moore here in this second half.
Well, I probably missed Coach Moore a little late heading into the third quarter, but I would think Coach Moore is telling his kids, hey, we got pushed around in the first half. Let's come out in the third quarter and set the tone for the rest of the season.
All right, thank you, John. Great interview down there and great insights as we get ready for this second half kickoff. We'll take a 30-second break and get ready for the second half kickoff. We'll come back after this message. You're listening to the Zoner's Pizza Gridiron Game of the Week on DSPN. We will return.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to the Ed DeFore Sports Complex. As we get ready for this second half kickoff, Josh Raines will be the deep man for the Vikings. Number 85 for the Huskies will kick it off, and that is going to be Juan Cardenas, and it's going to be a short kick that's going to come to the up back, and he's going to take it along the 31, 32-yard line. And that was Josh Raines that came up and got it.
Russell, it's going to be number 33, Jason Parham on the tackle for the Huskies.
And look at John Kosater all the way walking back in the back of the end zone there. That's a long walk for an old guy like you, ain't it?
Well. I'm not that old, A. And B, this is where the Powerade is, okay?
Okay. As we go back, Tate Skipper will start the second half for the Vikings. He's going to hand it off to Joshua Raines. Ball's marked on the 33 to start the game, and that's about as far as he's going to get. Maybe the 34-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, it's going to be number 64, Javon Thomas, on the tackle for the Huskies.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and 9. Ball rests along that 34-yard line. Skipper will be in a shotgun. He'll have Brown and Raines behind him. He's going to go to Joshua Raines, and the big back's going to push across the 35 and roll up to the 36. And he'll pick up 2 on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Yeah.
Got to get right to that 43, right past the 42-yard line, rather, to pick up a new set of downs.
Yeah, another good stop by the Huskies, just being really physical at the point of attack, getting down that line. And ball carrier was stopped by a host of Huskies on that play, just maintaining that same energy and same physicality as we saw the first half from the Huskies.
So they'll send Berkeley out to this near side. In a shotgun, he'll stay. Fake to Raines, and he'll run a bootleg, throw it, and he had 2 men down there, and he got a big man that caught it, and he's running down the near sideline to the 30-25, roll on into the 20, roll on into the 17-yard line. Big reception, went up with his big paws and got it, and that was number 12 on the reception for the Vikings, who was out, and he just ran a little drag route, and that was Graham Scott.
Yeah, Russell, and a great block here on the outside by number 6, Bennett Berkeley, for the Vikings. If he didn't have that block picked up, it probably wouldn't have been as much of a gain as it was, but just great block by the other receiver, number 6, for FPD there. What a great play, great pickup for the Vikings.
Bringing up to the line, Raines and Brown will be in a split backfield. Take and look, going to throw it right in the middle on a post, and he was trying to reach in there that time for number 5 for the Vikings, and that was Klein Woods.
Yeah, Russell, great pass. Great pass right there. Defended by number 32, Kerry Jones. Threw it into what was essentially triple coverage, but that was a really well placed ball there by number 9, Tate Skipper, for the Vikings. Let's see what they can do here on 2nd and 10.
Berkeley will go to that far side along with Harrison Alds. Brown and Raines will be in the backfield. Tate Skipper back in at quarterback. Pump fake, and he had a good one, and he threw a pick on the 1-yard line, and the Huskies will bring it the other way across the 25. Now he'll try to change his field direction. Broke one tackle, broke another tackle. 35, roll across the 37-yard line, and they'll bring him down, and number 12 was on the tackle that time, Graham Scott.
Yeah, Russell, that was number 3, Jarvis Martin, with the interception for the Huskies. Tate trying to get it to his man in the back of the end zone, but Martin was sitting underneath there, playing real discipline in his coverage, and was able to make the interception for Howard and bring it back to about midfield here. Nearly midfield, rather.
Brings it to the 37.
Yep.
Starting position. And so the Huskies will get their first shot at it tonight with a 36-7 lead. And Quentin Sewell will stay back there along with Jeremiah Kelly. Take and go to Kelly. Steps in, 40, and they'll bring him down.
That's number 50, Gray Jones, with the tackle for the Vikings. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 go to Jeremiah Kelly, and the workhorse for the Huskies will fall across the 49 and break the midfield stripe, and they'll mark him right down there. Somebody got a hand in there, Marco Quinn, and knock him down, or he might still be off to the races.
Yeah, number 10, Jackson McCart, was able to get there right in time to bring the ball carrier down. The Howard front was able just to get a good push on the Viking front, and another good gain on the ground for the Huskies.
Sewell in the shotgun. Going to feed it to Jeremiah Kelly, and big 56 was one of the first ones in there for the Vikings to knock him down, and he certainly got some penetration.
Yeah, great play by the senior lineman, Wesley Wilson, coming through for the Vikings, getting the pop on the running back. Good stop for the senior.
I don't know John Kosader if he's the biggest guy on the field, but he's certainly close to it.
He is 6'7" and about 300 pounds. He's pretty much been double teamed all night.
And Jeremiah Kelly just made a move on the 43-yard line, and he's going to take it for a touchdown. Yeah. 50-yard touchdown by Jeremiah Kelly. And, oh, my goodness, he got so close to the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game last week. He is well on his way, Mr. Kosader.
Well, Russell, let's just be honest. You can go ahead and put that man's name on that plaque right now.
Well, I can't do nothing until we get to the end of the game, and I put it in your hot little hands.
Yeah, no.
I'm just hoping I don't have to walk all the way back.
You're not going to. We'll promise you. You're not going to have to. You know what they say when a salesman tells you, promise you, you better start walk away.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Rodenroth with the extra point. She's perfect on the night. Up and good.
Wow.
And she is perfect on the year so far. 43-7. Huskies lead it. 30-second timeout. We'll go with it.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Michael Lau. Welcome back to Ed DePore Sports Complex. Russell Dees, Marco Quinn, John Kosader on the Vita Few sideline report. We'll go to him after this kick. Short kick and an up man will take it along the 22. Bring it along the 25, maybe get to the 26. And I believe that was number 43, Graham Meyer. Let's go down to the sidelines to John Kosader with a Vita Few sideline report. And the hits keep coming for the Huskies.
Well, Howard is feasting right now. They're having a good time. You know, last week after that battle the entire game, they're sitting here 43-7. The linemen are getting after it. The linebackers want to hit somebody, and the DBs want to intercept the ball. So it's a good night to be a Husky.
It is so far at any rate. So Tate Skipper will stay in the game. In the backfield, he'll go Griffin Brown and Joshua Raines. Wideouts to both sides. He'll fake it. He'll get pressure from the backside. Huskies will bring somebody. And another completion out there, this time to number 22 for the Vikings. And that's a nice pass play, and that was Griffin Brown. Came out of the backfield almost on a little wheel route. Came inside and then dragged over to that far side, and he hit him in stride. That was a nice pitch and catch there, Marco Quinn.
Yeah, it was a great rollout right there by number 9, Tate Skipper for the Vikings. A great job of finding his receiver on the drag route there. Just a great pass and catch.
Berkeley will come to this side. Alls will be in the slot. Taking going to fake it to Brown. He's going to run outside, and he got no room to run. And somebody's going to lower the boom on him and allow him the 42-yard line.
Number 32, Kerry Jones for the Huskies, blasting through and
a tad bit of extracurricular activities on the field.
There's been a lot of blows all night. It's been a real physical game, Russell, and
it's been a relatively clean game. Though.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah, nothing dirty. Just a good physical ball game. Pass popping on both sides.
And the
but
guys
easy to get testy with the score when it is somewhat lopsided. Taking nothing away from FPD, they're still hanging tough and playing respectable ball right now. But not surprised that things may be getting a little testy.
I don't know how many yards Jeremiah Kelly's got, but he's got to have a good amount. We'll see if we can't find out how many he's got for long. But he's stepped into the end zone. I don't know if I don't have the stat sheet in front of me. Is that number 4 or number 5 for him? Number 4 on the night.
He's got a lot.
He's got a lot. So let's see. Do we have a flag or do we not have a flag? I'll say this: after the plethora of laundry on the field last week for the West Side Southwest game, the old guys in the striped shirts have not been too busy here tonight, and that's a good thing to see.
Yeah, pretty disciplined ball being played tonight, Russell. Nowhere near the amount of flags that we saw last week, but pretty clean, crisp game we have here tonight between Howard and FPD. Not much laundry at all.
So Raines will dot the backfield back there. Tate Skipper will be in a shotgun. Berkeley will be split to this side, Alls to the other. Tate going to go to Joshua Raines, and he won't find much running room, and he'll lose 2 yards.
Yeah, not much there for Raines. That's number 2, Dre Shelton on the stop for the Huskies. Young man's been active all night.
And we're going to get a late flag, and I think we're going to get a personal foul here. And I think it's going to be – well, I'm not for sure. Well, we got a flag and we got a timeout at the same time. John, where you at down there? You see anything? It is a personal foul.
I'm sorry. There we go. I'm cutting.
Well, I think you might be getting a little low on batteries there. We'll get some down to you.
Check.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. What you doing, man? What are you doing with my microphone down there, son? Well, it's not a word.
Okay. I mean, I can tell y'all this. I might have been in the pizza line, okay?
Where you got pizza at?
Well, there's a concession stand over there. I could still see the game. No, not really. I'm working down here. You see me?
Oh, I
Still
see
down
you.
Here. I had y'all fooled.
Okay, well, that little thing that hangs out the bottom of it's the antenna, so don't cover that up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, personal foul. Ball is at the 43-yard line, and it's going to be a second down, third down. Well, second down and 12 on the field, and we got third down up on the scoreboard, so we'll figure it out here eventually. I believe it is second down. Skipper in a shotgun, going to throw a long bomb down that far side. He was going to Jordan Jones that time, and it falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up a third down now.
Yeah, Russ.
About 12 yards. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, once again, great coverage by the Howard secondary right there. Good man coverage. Gave his receiver a chance to catch it, but just great coverage right there by the cornerback. They've been doing a great job playing that deep ball all game. I really like what I'm seeing from the Howard secondary.
So Berkeley, Alds, and Jones will go to that far side. Single setback will be Raines in behind Skipper. Skipper drops straight back, runs a quarterback draw on a third down and 12, and he'll get about 3. Make it, yeah, they'll give him 3 on the play. It's going to bring up a 4th down and 9. And let's see. 4th down and 10, and let's see what the Vikings opt to do here. We got a punter that's nowhere to be found.
That was number 31, Russell Javon Williams on the stop for Howard there on that third down.
So Austin Cox will stand in and boot it from his 35. High but a short kick that's going to land on the 38 and take a sideways bounce. And it's going to get down right there, and that's where the Huskies will take over. 5:38, and we've got a Viking down on the field. And I believe we got a little cramping going on. Let's see if we can move in and get a quick timeout here. You're listening to Zoner's Pizza, Game of the Week on DSPN Sports. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
Just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Quentin Sewell going to throw a long pass, and he's got a man back there for a touchdown. And that is Gervasia Meadows. Javarcier Meadows with a touchdown. And that one went 62 yards from Quentin Sewell to Meadows.
Yeah, Russell, you just have to be impressed with these skill players for Howard. Between Sewell and Jeremiah Kelly and Javarcier Meadows, I mean, just so much speed and talent on the offensive side of the ball for the Huskies.
Rodenroth will try to keep her season perfect on the year. We have clarified the extra points, and this would be number 8 if she hits it. Snap, touch, kick is good. Timeout on the field. 5:25 to go in the third. It's all Huskies, 50-7 on the Zoners Pizza Game of the Week on ESPN. We'll be back.
Wheezing, itching, runny nose, and coughing. All these symptoms can be caused by allergies, which are very common in Middle Georgia. Airborne allergens can make it difficult to enjoy life around here, like tailgating or attending a ball game. Even that seasonal cold might be due to allergies. Give us a chance to fix that. It's what we do. With multiple locations in and around Macon, we help children and adults with allergies and asthma. We want to be your Middle Georgia allergy team.
Welcome back to Ed to Four, 5:25 in a slow-moving third game as we've got half of this quarter almost left. Marco Quinn, things are going your way when you can throw a deep ball like that and you had coverage back there and your man still catches it and takes it the distance.
Yeah, Russell, it's pretty much the story of the game. No matter how good the Vikings defense is playing Howard, it seems like Howard just gets ahead on them and gets what they want, whether it's on a run. We've seen Jeremiah Kelly get out there, and the linebackers have a good angle on him, and he's just so athletic and fast and shifty that he can get what he wants and usually gets a huge gain or a score. And then, like you said, on the pass play, no matter if the secondary is positioned to stop it and playing it well, Howard's got guys that are big enough and fast enough they can just go up and get it and make something happen, no matter what the defense is giving them.
So Graham Meyer on the return out to the 34-yard line. Good return, and that's going to bring up the Vikings in a new set of downs with Tate Skipper still at the helm. 2 men in the backfield, and now they've got a new running back in there, and that is going to be, I believe, number 24, Matthew Hurt. And we'll see as the umpire if that was who that was running for. Yeah, Matthew Hurt.
That's going to be number 35, Tontravius Cecil, with the tackle for the Huskies. It's going to bring up 2nd and 3 for the Vikings. Let's see if they'll continue to fight as we begin to wind down this third quarter.
They'll bring Berkeley over here this time. Woods will go to the far side. They'll keep it back inside that time again to number 24, the sophomore Matthew Hurt. And not much room to run there, and he'll no gain, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, stop made by number. Sorry, Russell. Stop made by number 42, Isaiah Barber. Once again, the Huskies imposing their will on defense, just getting a great push up front, being very physical at the point of attack and making lanes for their backers to get in there. Really good play by the defensive ends for the Huskies tonight, too.
Yeah, they pinched those corners pretty hard and turned everything back inside. Now, Tate Skipper will try to run a little naked bootleg, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's as far as he's got. And we got number 56 out there stretching out, and he looks like he might be getting a little dehydrated out there. They need to get a call from Vitafuse Sport.
Yep, could definitely use some Vitafuse right about now. Number 33 for the Huskies on the stop. That's Isaiah Edwards. Once again, doing a great job of playing the contain right there, shrugging off his man and bringing the quarterback down.
Skipper in a shotgun again. Take and going to give it to the up back, and he's going to run forward. And I'll tell you what, he is awful close to a first down.
Number 24 on the carry for the Vikings. Tackle made by number 78.
So a good run on a third down play by Matthew Hurt.
Yeah, number 78, Quintavious Poole, finally got him down. But Matthew Hurt, man, he's running hard. It's late in this game, and it's a pretty big deficit, but you got to like what you're seeing out of him right now. Continuing to play hard, run the ball hard, and not giving up tonight.
Want to take this opportunity to welcome 2 new sponsors aboard the DSBN network this week, Langford Allergy Clinic and, of course, Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters. Thank you, gentlemen, for your support of high school football. Going to throw a fade out here to number 3. He tried to go to Harrison Alls, and really good coverage and reached his hand in there and got it for the Huskies that time, and he went and won him stride for stride, Mark.
Yeah, number 35, Russell Tontravius Cecil, coming up big once again for the Huskies here late in the third quarter. Not a bad pass at all by the Vikings. Pretty well placed pass, but just an even better play on that ball by the cornerback. Again, that was number 35, Tontravius Cecil, batting the ball down for the Huskies.
So a second down and 10 at the 2:52 mark of the third, trailing 50-7, and it's going to almost get away from the quarterback, and he's going to go down about a 3-yard loss, and almost went down for about a 10-yard loss.
Yeah, Russell, botch snap right there. Botch snap right there, and that's just something you can't have. I mean, you're just trying to play crisp and finish this game out in a solid way, and you definitely don't want to see that if you're the Vikings, but good effort by the quarterback to try to take it and make something out of nothing, and then he was met by a host of Huskies there, right almost nearly back to the line of scrimmage.
Third down and about 12. We'll call it 11 and a half. Quarterback is going to get sacked, and he's going to go way back for a big loss. They're going to give him poor progress as he falls down on the 26. They're going to ball the ball back on the 33, and that's going to make it a fourth down and 22 coming up.
Yeah, sack made by number 31, Javon Williams. Another great job of just breaking through for the Husky defense, getting in that FPD backfield and causing disruption as they have been doing all night. And a lot of their success tonight. Look, Russell, Kelly has been having a great night. He's huge for the Huskies, but I mean we've got to give credit to this Husky defense. They're playing great coverage down the field. Whenever FPD tries to pass, they're getting in the backfield.
And they just turned it over, and they had a new man back there, and that was Deshaun Richburg back for the Huskies. And let's see, no, he was able to get it back. Nice punt that time by Austin Cox.
Yep.
So the Huskies are in business.
Guys, I think we're probably through with most of the starters right now.
You would think so.
DeAndre Shelton wasn't in. C.J. Grimsley wasn't in last set of downs. So I'm thinking we're going to see some new flavor out there.
Yeah,
in the backfield.
Richburg will be in there at running back. Jalen Clark will be your new quarterback. They'll go under center, and they'll go offset there, and I can't read that other number. That Husky running back, I'll get it for you in a second. Take, and they're going to give it to number 10, and that's Deshaun Richburg. And he's not going to get a lot of running room, and well, got a man down with cramps down there. Timeout, 30-second. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in just a minute. You're listening to the Zoner's Pizza Game of the Week.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester. Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
Welcome back to Ed DeFord Sports Complex. Russell Deese, Marco Quinn, John Cosater down on the Vita Fuse sideline report. And we've got a whole new host of pups on the field for the Huskies. Under center, going to leave it back on the wing back from that far side, and he's going to step into the 40, get to the 41, and he'll pick up a new set of downs from there. Third down and 11 for the Huskies with 42 seconds to go here in this third period of play. Don't forget to stick around. We'll have the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters Player of the Game presented by John Cosater. And we'll take a look back at what transpired here tonight in a wrap-up show called The Final Verdict presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law. Take and going to give a little crossbuck action. Going to do a little Washington Redskins. And that looked like Tyler Henley Tyler Henley on the carry. You liked that throwback, didn't you, John?
Yes, sir, I did. And you know what might be the best thing about this fourth quarter?
Running clock.
Could be that old running clock, friend, right now.
We go to the fourth, 50-7. Take a timeout on the Zoners Pizza. Game of the week on DSPN Sports. We will return to wrap it up from Ed to 4.
Oh my, what a pizza pie. Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Zoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You will immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Zoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh daily. Combine all that on a crisp crust taste of a stone oven and in between bites, you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie. Zoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Back, Ted. Before we start the fourth quarter of play, Huskies going to have to kick it away back deep for the Vikings to go number 1. Jordan Jones, he'll stand along his own 29-yard line and try to take this one. Clean snap, not a lot of pressure, but a bad kick goes off the side of his foot, lands on the 43, rolls out of bounds. He may get inside the 40 on the bounce. And they move all the way to the 37. So, stayed in bounds longer than I thought it did. So the Huskies, the Vikings will get it back to start this fourth period of play. And Brandon Thompson's trying to work it out here. You know, we used to mark them bad cords with tape or something. Oh, it wasn't that. It was the operator. Oh, okay. Got this new fancy technology. We got to get down there to John Kosader for that player of the game. So the Vikings come up to the line in a shotgun. And we got to delay a game, and the Vikings got a new quarterback in there, and that's sophomore Brady Garrison.
So we've seen 3 quarterbacks for the Vikings tonight.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, guys, you know, with Cox and the numbers that he put over there the last couple of years, it's a work in progress as a coach, I'm sure, to have to bring a new one in and get him coached up.
Yeah, it was already going to be tough playing this Howard team, who is a really, really strong team this year and a really physical mismatch for the Vikings. But working in that new quarterback just puts in another element in this game for the Vikings to have to overcome.
Jordan Jones will go split to that far side. Harrison All's underneath here. They'll leave it with the tailback, and number 24 will step inside, and he will get maybe 1 or 2 yards back on that, and that's Matthew Hurt. And got popped pretty hard there coming into the line. So now the Vikings will swap out a few folks.
And number 78, Quintavious Poole, getting a great push up front, getting off of his blocker and making the tackle for the Huskies.
They'll split out Harrison Bonpin to this near side this time. Taking, going to hand it off again to number 24, and that's Matthew Hurt. And Matthew's got a good run, and he's going to push all the way out to about the 46-yard line, and he's only going to be about 2 yards short, depending on how they mark him.
Yeah, great run by Hurt there. Finally brought down by a host of Huskies. But you got to love what you're seeing from the young running back tonight to try to finish out this game, running hard, running with a purpose.
John Kosader, you're the coach, Greg Moore. This is a good game plan, I think, to get these 9th and inexperienced 10th graders in here. The game's out of hand with you now, 50-7. Pay dividends down the road.
So many young players for FPD. They graduated I think Range was here. He was one of the skill players, but all the rest of the skill players are gone, and a lot of the linemen are gone too. So, yeah, it's a good experience, not the way Greg Moore wants it in a 50-7 ball game. But, you know, you got to grow up somewhere, and there's no better place to grow up than on the football field.
Harrison Bonpin on that far side. We had a personal foul on that end of the run. That's going to move it all the way down into the 37, 38-yard line for the Vikings at the Huskies 38, and they'll have it first down and 10. Take and going to leave it up front with Hurts again, and Matthew Hurt is going to run inside, and he's going to have some good runs. And this kid is a good-looking running back now. He is a sophomore, so not quite as young as some of those ninth graders out there, but other sophomores that haven't run as much, played as much in this game tonight. He's getting some good experience.
Yeah, big deal for especially a sophomore to be able to play these type of minutes in a big game like this against a big opponent in Howard.
Bonpin to the near side, Correa to the far side. Number 13 back in the game, Coleman Cawley, the freshman quarterback. He's going to step inside, pick up about 3 yards, and it's going to bring up a second down and about 7. They maybe gave him 2 yards on that play. Cawley will check out. And they'll bring in number 18, Brady Garrison, on a second down play. Take, and he's going to leave it with his running back again, number 20, Matthew Hurt. And I could hear that one all the way up here. He got pinned on that far side.
That's number 18, guys.
Yeah, number 18, Damony Carter. I mean, just came through and with another huge hit for the Huskies, one of many that we've seen from them tonight. A great stop by number 18.
Well, welcome to high school football in the GHSA on that run. In a shotgun. Throws it. And got a man, and then we get another man that caught it. No, he hit the ground down there.
Flag back here.
Brady Garrison, personal foul. That's going to be hands to the head, personal foul against Howard. And I guess that came when they went for the tackle on quarterback number 18, Brady Garrison. Coleman Cawley going to check back in the game this time. Number 15, Andrew Correa is going to check out.
That was number 18 again, Damony Carter on the coverage for Howard.
That's going to push it all the way down to the 15-yard line at the 8:41 mark. Handoff inside, going to pick up about 2 on the play. Number 13, and that was Coleman Cawley, the quarterback. 8:25. There is another game here in town. We haven't looked at some scores, guys, and I don't know if we've got any or if anybody's heard anything else. If John or Mark see something on their phone they want to pass along to us, but please feel free, gentlemen. You'll jump in anytime you want to.
Do I not have enough work to do down here? Right now, I'm trying to figure out how far on the field I can get. Okay, I'm halfway out. Do you think I can get to midfield without them saying anything?
I think you're going to get a flag. Get off the field. You're messing with the ball game. And we've got a timeout, and the Huskies are going to take it. And we're going to take it with them. 30-second timeout. 7:47 to go. 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line for the Vikes when we come back.
Hello, I'm Joy Johnson at the Cottages on Westland, inviting you to come see our spacious assisted living suites. Each suite has its own kitchenette, private bathroom, separate bedroom, and living space. We provide meals, housekeeping and laundry services, personal care assistance, and a variety of daily activities. Come by and visit us soon. You'll see why our residents feel at home and why families trust their loved ones to us at the Cottages on Westland.
James giving you a shout out.
Welcome back to Ed DePore Sports Complex. Russell Deese, Marco Quinn, and the man on the Vita Few sideline, John Kosetter. You got me an update? O'Quinn's up here working hard. Come to you after the play here. 2nd and 8, ball on the 13 in a shotgun. Got a man that's going to jump offside. Nope. Did they call it? Yes, they did. And that's going to move it down now inside the 8-yard line, and the Vikings are knocking on the door with the backups. So there was a little game over at Mercer University tonight with Camden County and a team out of South Carolina. And as I understand, a little bit of a sparse crowd over there for that one. Won't be that way tomorrow at the Macon Touchdown Club Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic. Going to lead it inside. The quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run inside, and that time it was Brady Garrison. And he's going to get to the 5, maybe the 4. They'll mark him at the 4. Yes, sir, tomorrow afternoon, 5 o'clock, early game, Dublin. The Fighting Irish come to the big house of Macon, Georgia to take on the Tatnall Square Academy Trojans. We'll follow that one up at 7:30, folks. You'll want to see this one, the Northside Eagles and the Peach County Trojans. Been a long, long time since they faced each other in a regular season game, but they certainly face each other in a scrimmage every year. In a shotgun. Take and going to hand it back inside to a big running back, and that's number 24, and he worked hard on that drive. Matthew Hurt, and he got close down to the 2. Coleman Colley was back in at quarterback that time. Going to be a great crowd tomorrow at Mercer University, and guess who else is going to be there? John Kosetter.
Yes,
on the
sir.
side. It's going to be fun, buddy.
Yes, sir. I will be there. If you want to know who I think is going to win those 2 games, all you have to do is ask.
Should I ask now or should I save it for tomorrow?
Well,
I'll get to you after this score because I think they're going to about put it in here. Number 18, Brady Garrison, brings them up to the line on a 2nd and goal from the 2. Fumbled the ball, and let's see. We got a flag, and was it encroachment or was it movement? It was encroachment. I'll get them half the distance to the goal line. All right, go with it first. Let's pick the first one, Dublin and Tatnall.
you know, I think Tatnall is a lot better than they showed in their scrimmage. They didn't play a whole lot last year, but, you know, the Dublin Irish, I believe, are a whole nother animal. So we're going to go Dublin 34-20 over Tatnall.
34-20, the Irish over the Trojans. I'm writing this down now.
Write it down. Yes.
It is written down. Don't worry.
It's
I've got it on tape, too. I've got it on video and audio.
Hey, it's on my blog, too. You can.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. 2nd and goal. And let's see, did he get in? Yes, he did. Good quarterback sneak that time. Number 13 in for the Vikings, Coleman Colley with a touchdown.
Yeah, great fight out of Colley. You got to like what you've seen from him and the snaps he's gotten at quarterback tonight. He's fought really hard for the Vikings, and good to see him get the score there.
Austin Cox in to do the honors. No, we got a new kicker in, too. We got James Ives in, the sophomore place kicker. And we got a timeout. Well, let's take one with them. A quick timeout on the network, 4:52 to go, 50-13 with the extra point coming for the Vikings.
It isn't said enough, but America is the greatest country on earth. We at Macon Boots know that without hardworking people like you, we wouldn't have any of this. Thank you for all the sacrifices that you make. You are proud of your job, your work, and yourself. You should also be proud of the boots you wear. We have all of your favorite brands at the best prices you will find in Middle Georgia. Macon Boots wants to serve you. Come see us at 3182 Vineville Avenue across from AutoZone. Like us on Facebook. Macon Boots. We fit Macon.
Snap, touch, kick is up, and kick is good. Timeout on the field. 50-14 is your score. 4:52 to go. We'll be back on the Zoner's Pizza Game of the Week on DSPN.
To be the best, you need the best in hydration and nutrition. You need VitaFuse Sport IV Nutrition.
Welcome back to Ed DePore Sports Complex. Russell Lease, Marco Quinn, John Costater. Guys, Huskies going to get this ball back with 4:52 to go. And may have an opportunity to drive this clock out. Not for sure. 50-14 lead. Where Jeremiah Kelly still in the game as the deep back on the return here. And Austin Cox will do the pleasure on the kickoff, and I believe that's Meadows back there, or it could be Coleman. I believe that's Meadows, number 27 back there. Austin Cox is going to take, and the man's going to take it on the 5-yard line. Bring it across the 10. 20 at 25-yard line, and that's where he'll get spun down by the Vikings.
Yeah, great job, number 13, Coleman Colley. Freshman for FPD coming in on the stop, on the kick coverage.
Hey, play a little quarterback, play a little kickoff coverage.
Yep.
He's a true Renaissance
man. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing for the freshman tonight. A lot of great plays tonight at quarterback, playing real tough, big on special teams. And he's going to be a really great player going forward for the Vikings.
A lot of young kids out there, and I'm sure you got to like the depth on both sides of these both sides of these teams here tonight. It'll pay off. Is Greg Moore with the foresight, John? I'll come to you here in just a second after this play. Under center, run out of the wing. They'll give it to the wing back on that far side. He'll come to this near side, and he broke away, 35-40. And the young man's going to get all the way up to the 47-yard line. And that was number 22 running the ball for the Howard Huskies. And that was Tyler Henley. John, you go back, it was foreshadowed, I think, by Greg Moore. He said he would have a lot better football team at the end of this game.
Oh, no doubt about it. You know, we're here they are. They're playing Howard, who they've beat in other years. But, you know, this year Howard, obviously a real good team. FPD a little young. Well, FPD lines up with Mount Vernon Christian Academy next week. A totally different kind of team, a team that FPD can play with. So, yeah, I think, you know, this is good for them in the long run, definitely.
Yeah, man, maybe Mount Vernon is going to catch the wrong end of the stick next week after a game like this for the Vikings. 2:50 to go, and the clock runs. First down and 10 for the Huskies. Going to bring it out this way, and going to run a little bootleg by the quarterback, and that is Jalen Clark in at quarterback again, who's been in it for the fourth period here. Don't forget, we come back, we'll do our wrap-up show. We call it the final verdict, and we'll get the final verdict on this one, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law, as soon as we wrap it up. 135 seconds to go in this one. Taking, going to give it to number 10, Deshaun Richburg, and he's in. He's going to go on a 2nd and 2 or 3. He's going to get to the 37-yard line, but we got a flag, and that generally means a hold. Also, don't forget, coming up, the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game. And we'll go down to John Corson on the Vita Fuse sideline.
Who?
John Cosetter.
Hey,
I was thinking Corson there for a minute.
Wake him up there.
Yeah. Come on. 122 seconds to go in this one. Y'all couldn't do that, man, if your life depended on it.
So he needs some Vita Fuse.
Yeah, we all need some Vita Fuse.
We all need some Vita Fuse.
That's true.
And
we may get our own.
This group up here needs some Vita Fuse and some Geritol.
Yeah, we may get our own kind of Vita Fuse after.
I agree. Something good with that steak I keep talking about. Under center, going to take and leave it to the back, and the quarterback did not leave it in his belly, and he's going to pay for it. They're going to catch him on the 50-yard line. He'll move the ball to the 47, still pick up 4 on the play. So nice running that time by Jalen Clark. Busted play, and he made a difference.
So do we know who the Huskies play next week?
The Huskies play next week. I do not have their schedule in front of me.
Central
Charger, the Big Orange.
At Henderson.
No, it has been officially moved to Ed DePore.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes.
Is that our game?
Too early to tell. Jalen Clark's going to hand it off, and his up back's going to take it for a first down across the 39-yard line. And number 26, Jalen Willis-Jackson on the carry. New man in, and we go to the 60-second mark here. Don't forget, we got the final verdict on this show coming up, the wrap-up presented by Lester Miller. We'll get the highlights for you, but when this one ends, we're going to take a vote during our commercial break, and if you hadn't figured out who the player of the game is yet, we are still not going to tell you. But
would we like some scores, Russell?
Yeah. Well, let's get them after this play real quick, Mark. What you got?
Yeah, we got veterans leading Bleckley 49-14. We have Warner Robins leading Locust Grove 33-13. Camden leading Lewis County, the game being played over at Five Star Stadium, leading 19-7. And we got Westside and Harris County tied at 21 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Wow. We roll on to the 10-second mark, and we get ready to come really close to the end of this one.
I hope so. I'm on the middle of the field.
Well, get out of the field. 50-14 is your final. Vikes fall to the Huskies here at Ed DePore. We'll take a timeout, come back, and we'll get our player of the game. The Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutter player of the game with John Cosater. We'll be back after the 30-second timeout.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
Welcome back to Ed DePore Sports Complex. While we've got a second here, we're going to try to go down to John Cosater and get Coach Carroll if we can find him there. Well, pretty impressive night here for the Howard Huskies, and no letdown from last week, Mark.
No, Russell, they had some great momentum built last week. Great game against a good Jones County team, and they came in here ready to play, hungry, and it shows in this final score. I mean, they were physically dominant on both sides of the ball all night and just absolutely imposed their will, and it shows again on that scoreboard, 50-14. Just a great outing by the Howard Huskies for their second game here in 2018.
Well, while we're waiting on John Cosater here to get the coach for it was all Huskies tonight. They scored 11-29 of the first on a 32-yard run by Jeremiah Kelly, then a 1-yard plunge by quarterback Sewell. And that came at the 8:05 mark, and they went for 2 on that one and got it, made it 15-0. They scored again with Jeremiah Kelly on his second score of the night with 5:06. That made it 22-0. Then FPD finally got on the board with a 5-yard run from Joshua Raines. Made it 22-7. The Huskies answered back at 2:28. Got another score from Jeremiah Kelly, number 3 on the night. 3-yard plunge. He went in at half with a 29-7 lead. They came out in the second period, in 7:36 to go. It was Coleman with a 1-yard run, and it was 36-7 at the half. Came out to start the second half. Jeremiah Kelly got on the board again. It was his 4th touchdown of the night at the 8:12 mark. It was a 49-yard touchdown run. Extra point was good by Elizabeth Rodenroth, and she is perfect on the year, and that made it 43-0. 5:25 mark of the third. Meadows got a touchdown on a 62-yard touchdown pass from Quentin Sewell. Rodenroth was good, 50-7, and then the Vikings finally got on the board with a run by Cawley from 1 yard out and made it 50-14. We'll come back. Let's see where's John is, unless he's got the coach now with us. And
I'm trying.
He's trying. He's got a cameraman out there with him.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to talk to his team.
Okay.
My
All right.
fault.
No problem. We'll come back to you. All right. We'll come back after this last time out, and we'll get our Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutter Player of the Game. But we'll be back to wrap it up from Ed to 4 in a second.
How do you say, my attorney met with me personally?
Thanks, Lester.
Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I got the compensation I deserve?
Thanks, Lester. Thanks, Lester.
How do you say, I won my court case?
Thanks, Lester.
谢谢 Lester.
Thanks, Lester. You're a good man.
I am Lester Miller, and I will get you the compensation you deserve.
Thanks, Lester.
He ain't afraid of no one.
It's time for the post-game wrap-up. Let's head back to the stadium and get the final verdict on this one, presented by Lester Miller, attorney at law. Back here up in the booth with Marco Quinn as we get the final verdict on this one, brought to you by Lester Miller, attorney at law. And Mark, what'd you think? Impressive by the Howard Huskies.
Yeah, Russell again. Just all Howard tonight. Just an absolutely great effort, just physical at the point of attack, just all night, whether it was on defense or offense. I mean, I can't say enough about the two fronts for Howard, whether it's their defensive front or their offensive line. They played an amazing game last week. It's a great Jones County defensive front and offensive front. A lot of D1 prospects on that line, and we saw what they did against them, and they absolutely just imposed their will tonight against the Vikings, and that was really the difference. Great defensive effort for the Huskies by number 2. If I could have that, Dre Shelton, the linebacker for the Huskies. Just an amazing effort by him, just causing disruption all night in the backfield. They stayed pretty much in the backfield all night for FPD. And then, of course, we have number 6, Jeremiah Kelly, who's just an amazing back, probably one of the better backs in the region, but just amazing running back for Huskies, getting the job done tonight, getting in space, just shifty, fast running back, making a huge difference, and a great play for the quarterback as well, Quentin Sewell tonight for the Huskies. Just so many athletes, so many great skill players in that offense, and a lot of great defensive players led by number 2, Dre Shelton for the Huskies. Just an unbelievable outing for them in this second week.
Yeah, a lot of work to do for this young Vikings team. A lot of work still to do down the road for this Husky team. Well, that's going to be our post-game wrap-up show. The final verdict on this one, Huskies win it 50-14. We'll take one more time out, and we'll come back with our Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game with John Kochetter. We'll take one more time out and be back to wrap it up from Ed to 4. It's the Owner's Pizza Game of the Week on DSPN.
Crosby Roofing is more than just a roofing company. It's a family-owned company with deep roots in Middle Georgia. So when the time comes for repairs or a new roof, you can trust your family's home to our family's commitment to quality. Quality you can look up to. Crosby Roofing.
All right, hang on. Welcome back to Ed DePore Stadium, and we're going to go down to the sideline with John Kosader, who's got the head coach of the Huskies, Paul Carroll, and then we'll have the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game after that. Take it away, John.
Well, first of all, I'd be remiss if I didn't congratulate Coach Carroll for his first high school coaching as a head coach. That's your first win, right, as a head coach?
Yeah, it is. I tell you, it feels good. It really does. I think the kids come out and they did exactly what we asked them to do. They got after the first quarter and second quarter. Had a little lull there in the third and fourth, but we're going to be able to fix that.
So how important was it to come out and play well early? No letdown. We talked a little bit about the possibility of a letdown. How important was it to get to a quick start today?
And that's very important for us. And, we preach to our guys every single day about us being able to play at a high level every time we play. And that's something that we stress at practice, and they come out and they did it early in the game for us.
Now, if I looked at the schedule right, Central next weekend?
That's right.
Central. Doesn't get any easier. Another big crosstown rival, right?
It does not. And I know, last year it come down to, us having to come back and win the ball game. And they've got a good team. They got a good coaching staff. And they got some athletes running around on the field down there. We've got to be able to be on our A game.
How's that first one feel?
It feels great. It does. It feels great. I know it got a little sloppy there at the end for us. I'm trying to let that kind of simmer through my blood right now because as a coach, I'm never satisfied. And when I become satisfied, then I need to get out of coaching. And I'm proud of our kids, though. That's 1-1. Now we got the next one coming up.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right, John Kosader. Now, if you
Yeah, we're working on Jeremiah now.
Okay, our player of the game is we've got coming up here in just a minute. Hopefully, John will have him with him when we get this thing wrapped up out here at Ed DePore. Of course, the Vikings go on next week to play Mount Vernon, I believe, was who John told us on their schedule. And then these Howard Huskies got another crosstown rivalry game. They have three second in a row as they take on the Central Chargers. That game was originally scheduled for Henderson Stadium. That will be played here. Let's go down to John Kosader. I think he's got the Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game with him now, none other than the running back for the Huskies, Jeremiah Kelly. Take it away, John.
Okay, the mic is on. That's good. I had to figure out where to turn the mic on. Jeremiah, another big game coming off a frustrating loss. What was it like to get out there and get running quick?
Man, it was great, man. Coming off that loss and practicing hard. We practiced hard, so we deserve this.
So you got off to a quick start, scored like 28 points in the first quarter. How important was that for this football team?
It was important because my aiming point was five touchdowns, but, I got 4, so I'm lucky with that. And I went, everything wouldn't happen without my O-line, so I, congrats them.
That's right. You're coached well. You give your O-line props right away. Well, for your performance, I don't know if you know about this, but you are the DSBNsports.com player of the game. Jeremiah Kelly, another big game. He only got 4 touchdowns. He wanted 5, but maybe we'll get that next weekend. Congratulations, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Thank you, John Kosader.
Only 4 touchdowns.
Only 4 touchdowns. That was our Crosby Roofing and Seamless Gutters player of the game, and it goes to Jeremiah Kelly, well deserved. We're going to get out of here now, folks. 50-14 is your final. Don't forget, tomorrow, live from 5 Star Stadium, 2 games. It's the Macon Touchdown Club, Middle Georgia Kickoff Classic. Early game at 5 o'clock. The Dublin Fighting Irish take on the Tatnall Square Academy Trojans. 7:30, it is Northside and Peach County. We'll see you tomorrow night. Final once again, 50-14. We'll see you from 5 Star. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.